Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Papa Boris here, playing some more 7 Billion Humans. At times in this game, there's like branching paths in the levels, which, you know what, why don't I show you that? That doesn't make any sense not to show you. So there's like the puzzles, right? You start at the beginning here, learn your tutorials, and you follow this linear path up through the game. You can see I have not gotten super far. I just wanted to start making some videos as soon as I had completed at least a few puzzles. But then occasionally there are these forks, just like there were in Human Resource Machine, where you get to some like optional challenging puzzles. I want to show you the first one because I actually managed to solve it with the number of commands. It is the very first one of the optional puzzles, so maybe I'm not entitled to feel that proud of myself. But any hoodle, I am, so we're doing it. The object of this puzzle is to fill all these gaps in this string of data cubes. And the trick to it is to realize that every single worker starts off orthogonal to one of the gaps. So they just need to move straight down in a line until they hit a blank, and then they need to drop their cube. As before, I'm going to show you the common sense approach to solving it, and then we're going to see how to do it in a way that shortens the code so that you can actually meet the optional command size challenge. First, let's have everybody pick up their cube, and then let's have everybody check to see if they're in the right spot. Now, how do you know if you're in the right spot? Well, you're in the right spot if what you're standing on is empty floor, and if there is a cube to your left or right. Either one will do this, left or right would be the same. Nobody's next to a wall, so there's no trickery on that front. So if you're standing on a blank floor and there's a cube to your left, then what you've got to do is drop your cube. But if you are not in the right spot yet, then that means you have to keep traveling downward. So you take a step down, and then once we've reached our new destination, we check again to see if we're in the correct spot. Notice you have to have both of these conditions met, because if you just say if you're on an empty floor, then you're going to drop your cube like in the middle of nowhere. And if you say like is the thing to my left a cube, then people who reach this spot, for example, will be like, oh, left is a cube, oh, time to drop. But no, there needs to be a blank spot on the ground as well. Okay, so now we carry out the puzzle. So everybody moves down. This person realizes, oh, I'm in the right spot, time to drop it. Everybody else keeps going. These two people get there, this guy gets there, and this guy gets there, and we're done. Now that was only 6 commands, but the optional size challenge for this one is actually 5 commands. So we have to find a place to cut, and there's not that many things to cut. Failed the speed challenge by, oh, just a smidge. So sad, too bad. Okay, so where can we make a cut here in order to save that last command? You can pause for a moment and see if you can figure out where you're supposed to do it. It's a little bit of a tricky thing, but what you can do is avoid this else. You don't actually need an else. What you can do is say, okay, after picking up your cube, take a preliminary step down, check to see if you're in the right spot. If you're not in the right spot, then jump back up to here. And this way we can have the step instruction, we can have the drop instruction and the jump, but without that else. I don't know if it's like correct or not, but the designers decided to make else's count as a command, while ridiculously long ifs, no matter how many bits they have, still only count as one command. So that's like a bit of a part of the system that you can game to your advantage when trying to cut those last few lines of code from your solution. This, by the way, is a slower solution, because the people who have already dropped a cube keep on, oh, actually it's the same side, I don't know why it's that, but anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like it or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.